On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The 2nd down run for Burkhead. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Mills. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Wentz. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jerry Hughes, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Here's King. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Mills now. In trouble, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Kendall Fuller, boy, no problems for him on that play defensively. Really nice tackle for loss.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Mills to throw it.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
3rd and long for Mills.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Oh, he shifts past him.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal.
They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
It's one play at a time, baby. Be perfect. Let's get some love. Let's do this, man. That's all. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Mills.
That's complete to the tight end, Akins.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Mills.
That's complete to his running back, Burkhead.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Here we go on 4th down. Pierce has it knocked loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes right side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Mills on 1st down.
Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
This is Burkhead running to the right. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
To throw, Mills.
And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Second down and 7.
Now Wentz. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now Wentz on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return, it's King. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A first down throw for Mills.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And he's got some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce.
55 yards.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Let's get some love. Let's be perfect. This is where you stand. Here, baby. And I've seen that play some popular terms already. Get it. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's go. Let's get something going now. Let's hit it. Get it, baby.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Here's Wentz to throw.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
It's showtime, man. Go right here. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Mills. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Second down at 5. Now Mills. And that is incomplete here.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Let's go, man.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mills again. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mills to the air again.
being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 24, Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Wentz gonna throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
On first down, right back to Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Let's run the ball.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
On the counter, Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Here's a give to Gibson.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
120 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time back gaining this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, these guys are hard to find.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is caught inside the 5.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, 36 yards.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching them. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Let's ride, dog. Stay loose. Stay loose. Let's go. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's get some fun. It's game time. Do your thing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, fellas. Take your time.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A give to Burkhead on first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mills to throw it.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mills now.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Wentz. And Thomas has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Christian Harris picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught at the 25.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Houston. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Wentz. Thomas has got it. Complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown!
Carson Wentz able to find Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, it's fellas. Game, baby. Me and you, Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Don't wait for nobody else to make it. You make the play. Come on, let's go. Let's rock and roll. attention. Pay attention. Nothing's free. Nothing's free. Let's go, baby. Rock and roll. Showtime, baby. Who wants some? Let's go now. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's do this, man.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
To throw, Mills.
Open man is and it's out. He put it on the carpet.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. Working from the gun, Wentz.
Over.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. He gets it to Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete to Dotson.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Here's 2nd and a yard. A handoff for Gibson.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Wentz pass complete here to Dotson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Mills.
And he finds Howard complete.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down, Mills. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Keep our boys.
Mills to the air again.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
From the gun, here's Mills.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here's Mills.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
3rd and goal, Mills. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.